says, but these two things.
So, no, keep going.
It said, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah. Like the loss of children. That's all you see in this current setup now. Children going missing, children being taken and sold into trafficking. Children,
sexual slavery, basically.
Yeah. Children being sacrificed and their organs being sold on the black market. Organ harvesting.
Like J kids go missing every day. You never hear about it. They didn't put motherfuckers on milk carton no more.
You might catch a glimpse of something in Walmart, but nobody stops.
Everybody, no one cares.
Nobody cares.
It's a little Edomite kid or some shit. John Benet Ramsey been dead for fucking 30 years and they still talking about that. One little Edomite kid. But let one J go missing, shit. They put that shit on the 6 o'clock news, 7 o'clock news, whatever. The next day, you don't even hear about it. You know?
Then you got children that are offing themselves because they're depressed.
Yep. Yeah, the children are depressed.
Children.
That's real shit because I got like nieces, nephews, and they be talking about their friends. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm stressed.
Stressed. A fucking kid on the see, I'll tell you what they're stressed from. The fucking internet, man, the video games and all the fucking social media. That's the shit.
They think that's the world. They think that's the real world.
Yeah. So
like fuck their heads up, man.
Yeah, I can't get nobody. I can't get a viral video. I can't get this because I see other people got it. You know,
kids don't play outside no more, man.
Okay.
Which was a major part of our health.
Yeah.
Mental health. Because once you have that adrenaline running, man, you feel amazing.
If you was stressed at home as a kid, going outside helps.
Yeah.
Exactly. Say your parents beat you, do your chores, and then go play ball or go throw the ball around, chase rocks, whatever the fuck. Chase rocks.
Now you got these awkward ass children that don't have any social life. Can't speak to they can't speak to people because they're socially awkward.
Yeah,
they're used to everything just being online.
They think in emojis.
They think in emojis.
And acronyms.
All the internet lingo and acronyms.
Yeah, that's how they speak.
To people in
public.
Yeah, using those terms.
Man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah.
NGM or something.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Whatever,
you know.
And then you got the other confused population who's being groomed up and mind programmed by the alphabet mafia. Confusing them on their gender and all this other shit, keeping them in total confusion. That's another aspect to the loss of children. You're taking away the parental rights for parents to actually have actual decision making over their own children, that they can make their own decisions and choices when it comes to their body and what they identify as. That shit is wild, man. That's another part of you losing your children, man.
So I saw a meme, right? Meme was on that America's Best Picks and videos, man. Y'all might want to check that shit out. Show you what the Edomites, the right wings, are really thinking. One of the memes said, so let me get this right. You're telling me people, how'd it go? How'd it say? People that, I'm supposed to give free choice. How'd it go? I'm supposed to give my children to people that chose not to be able to have children.
Right.
Or something that I'm mixing it up, but I can't look it up. But it was something like that. People that made, it was just logic. Like I'm supposed to give my children the power to listen to people that say that they have choice of their gender, to people that chose not to be able to have children.
They have no kids, but they're experts.
But they're experts on kids.
Experts in parenting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Basically, the sentiment of it. Right?
I seen a Newsbreak article, and it said, me and my partner are sad because we feel incomplete because we can't have kids. I'm thinking, y'all were in order when y'all were born to have children, but now you've switched that and cut off your privy members or whatever. So you did that to yourself, but now you sad. How fucking stupid is that, man?
You cut off your reproductibility.
Exactly.
You made that decision.
Yeah. Now you feel left out.
Retarded. That shows you that whole shit is a straight mental illness.
Kind.
Demons.
Yeah.
Was that Isaiah 19? The Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt. Got you staggering in every work, man. You know? You wonder why everything is going wrong. Because you're perverse.
Kind.
So you got some of these people that are they realize that they made a mistake. They fucked up. They're having regrets. And they're falling into depression because of that.
Yeah, and they're killing themselves.
Committing suicide. You know, I never know what it feels like to experience pleasure. You know, to be able to penetrate a woman. You know,
to give life.
To give life and this and that.
And Lord is cold, man. He'll put a demon on you to commit an action and take that demon off of you. Like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. What did I do?
That's a lot of that happening amongst them.
I forgot what it's called. What is it? Remorse?
Sex change regret.
Sex change regret. I was gonna say buyer's remorse. That's what made me think of it. Sex change regret.
Yeah.
And there's no refunds on that.
I know. So.
Yeah.
Doc, put me back.
A lot of them too are mad at the medical what you call it? Yeah, the medical field, because they said that the doctors were basically in cahoots with allowing the parents to make the decision.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, what in y'all right mind would allow children to? Well, that's what we've been saying.
Well, the thing about it is, if you don't support your children's whatever decision, they take your kids away. So really, our kids aren't our kids. You know, these devils, they can do whatever the fuck they want.
They've managed to shame parents into accepting their fucking LGBTQ children.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't love your child, if you don't accept who they are. You know,
you can't come to your a parent teacher conference and start interrogating the teacher on what they're teaching your child.
Before you could, this is like in damn near all schools I used to went to. Your parents want to come in and view the class. It was able to. Like, man, my son's acting up. I'm gonna come sit in the class with your ass. That's what my mom did to me. And you be embarrassed and shit. You be good. You be good.
Best behavior.
Shit, parents can't even come into school now. Right. Let's talk to the teacher or something like that.
What are you doing?
They would be interrogating the
Yeah.
parents. Like,
what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I got a quick one.
One black woman, she went off on one of them teachers.
That grandfather did too.
Yeah. Jake parents, they be stepping up and they be going up there and confronting their ass, man. But then they risking their child being taken.
Yep.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, real quick, Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail for longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in their hand. And we're the worst positions for this because we don't have the lawyer fees that we shouldn't even have to go to the lawyers to prove that they're our children. Just as soon as we do the birth certificate and the Social Security number, it's a wrap. We just sign them over.
Yeah. And you know what's now? Before you have to go apply, they do that shit for you.
They do it
at the fucking hospital.
They do it right there. You can't get out without all of this happening. For real, they make sure you got these jump shots already. You got these paperwork signed, and you can't do it. We was declining everything with my son. And they was like, no, well, they just made us stay like, we still stay like a week. And our son was healthy. You know? I mean, he had to get to a certain self, thing where he can sustain himself, but still. The other shit took like an extra 2 or 3 days just to get them to understand that we wasn't going back down. You guys change your mind on that? No. You stop coming in here. All right? You had another one right quick?
Yeah, you got another one.
I was going to go back.
Yeah, I got some.
Job 10 and 21. Before I go whence, I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. The land of darkness.
Let me say that because when you come into this place, man, the shadow of death is everywhere, man. There's always a shadow of death, and Jake has that shadow like a fucking dark cloud, a rainy fucking cloud over this, man. It's just ever more prevalent. The police turn on the street, and you like, oh shit, you get to be standing there, and it could be trouble, man. That's the fear that's also in the curses that's more upon our people, but that can happen to anybody, really. Once you come over here, you go to other countries, you don't even hear about this shit.
Their crime rates is so fucking low.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
A land of darkness, which is America,
Yeah.
and darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
It said the light is as darkness. You think you're enlightened, but you're not in tune. You're ignorant.
You're woke, but you deep.
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah, man. You just in a sunken place. You don't even realize it.
You saw that in the movie.
You're in a society where good is evil and evil is good.
I was gonna say in the movie Get Out, when he fell into the second place, how was his eyes? His eyes were wide open. You know, and I think they chose the actor because he has such wide, big eyes, and it made it more. But it made it more visual. To understand, he's wide awake, but he was asleep. You know, being controlled.
You go back to Isaiah 47.
Isaiah 47, I'm in the middle of verse 9, it says, outside the top of 9, it says, but these two things shall come to be in a moment and in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come up.
Another thing to that is it also says back in Isaiah 13 that the Medes are not going to have any pity upon the fruit, the fruit of the womb. And they're not going to spare your children. So when the Lord finally put it in them to think that evil thought, they're not going to be concerned with, well, there's babies, there's children. You know? Well, America has a history of bombing all type of innocent women and children and babies. They ain't never care about that. They ain't stopped them from bombing people.
Like nine times out of 10, that baby's gonna grow up to be a faggot.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they're thinking over here, they're thinking they're gonna grow up to be an enemy combatant when the Americans get it. The same way they're thinking over there with the hummus eaters. I mean, that way, trying to preserve the channel one season, you know, but for real. Same way they're doing them. Yeah. Same way they're doing that, man. Yeah. They only gonna grow up to mess up they land further their agenda.
I mean, hey, what do the scriptures say regarding when you have a child? He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Yeah.
So Americans producing more enemies. That means that we got to face them in war at some point.
Hey, what did the Danny in the movie said? Hey, we've made a lot of enemies.
Made a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that all of our enemies are joining together, joining forces.
But he was so resolved in it though. He was like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, I'm still ready to what I control.
That's the spirit of the men of the Lord.
Yeah.
These people are going to be frantic. They'll be like, hey,
China's coming over.
Hey, plus
I told you.
the missiles, man, they don't discriminate.
Yeah.
You know? The scripture says that the missiles, man, they take out everybody
Not
that's in
only they
their
climb
path.
walls, they do, we described Joel 2. They go through everything.
So how do you escape that? How are these Americans going to escape that? They're not.
Isaiah 9 in the middle says, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
All your spells that you casted. Alright? All your witchcraft, that shit ain't gonna work in that thing. Go ahead.
So, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am and none else beside thee.
Yep.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Evil shall come upon you, and you ain't gonna know from whence it rises, man.
Yep.
You're gonna get faced with all kinds of terrors, and you ain't gonna know where it's coming from.
Which man, the terrorists is the beast.
Yeah.